Hello, and welcome back to a Fishy Plant Man plant production. Hello. Yep, it's late. You may have noticed that my video is late. I recorded it on Wednesday like I normally do, and normally it comes out sometime in the night, and you can watch it the next morning or I don't know, anytime after it actually publishes. But this time it didn't. I don't know what it did other than disappear completely. Didn't show up on YouTube and can no longer find it on my phone. So, I'll re-record. No big deal, but it is late. There's nothing I can do about that at this point. Okay. First, forgive the mason jar mug. The filter media keeps pushing the top up off the filter. Little raisin dude's not heavy enough. So, yeah. Mason jar mug. There seems to be some air that has gotten into the sponge on the last time I serviced the filter, and it just wants to float up. So there's my high-tech solution to that. Okay, anyway, the Hosta Hoya. Wow. Okay. Anyway, it has bloomed. We've got this one over here, and that stem is really stiff, so I gotta be careful not to break it as I try to show it off. Okay, here we are. This is being successful again. It's getting close, but not quite open. Yeah, now I know. Now I know, because I had the little one open. But if this is the first video you've seen of these blooms, you're in luck. Because that one's not quite open, no. But there's a stem. There's more stem. Yes. This one is open, and that's the difference. Okay, I remembered I smelled it last time. It reminded me of the cherry baby in the orchid world. You might know what a cherry baby is. Yeah, that chocolatey scent, because I've smelled those before too. That chocolatey scent reminds me of this. Not as strong. You don't go looking for who made fudge. But yes, it's a similar. I'm going to lean over the phone, probably get a bizarre shot. I'm going to see if it's still there or if it comes and goes. Hang on. Oh no, it's still there. Cool. I thought this thing was unscented because the other one didn't seem to put off a scent. And no, it is. One of my favorites. And it seems to be an all the time thing. So, how cool is that? Okay, we'll go over and I'll show you a couple more things. Video's getting a little longer than my experiment at 5 minutes, but oh well, it doesn't matter much. I'll pause, and then we will look at the Monstera leaf. Okay, first I thought, this is a decision after I paused, I thought we would look at this one again. It is clearly variegated. I love that big leaf. But I thought I would mention this. I'm not going to be cutting it off. We're going to see how long it takes this stem, which really there isn't even a stem yet, it's just one leaf. I call it one leaf. That whole thing is one leaf. But we're going to wait until it develops a stem and the stem gets that long. Because, well, the leaves were, somewhere up here. But we'll see how long it takes to get back to where I was, which is the stem being that long, because how far above it the plant was, we don't really know. But the stem was that long. So we'll see how long it takes to get back to where I was. I'm just so happy because, and this isn't going to be an experiment video, it's going to get to normal size, the video and the plant. Yeah. When I took all the leaves off, I figured it was going to die. I put the plant, because I've got a little number scale, I put the plant pretty much at a 1. It's going backwards pretty heavily, and it didn't stop. It went all the way down to about 0.5, which is where I typically give up, say, okay, it's done. I rarely throw the plant out at that point, because there's still a decent chance that it'll do this. But this plant went all the way down to like a 0.4, 0.3, and I was like, okay, it's done. I will see if I can't get some of the shamrock to grow, because I've got a little shamrock that I grow in some pots. I'll see if I can get some of that to grow in here for now. But the plant's done. I've lost. Except, as you can see, I didn't lose. And I'm quite ecstatic because the plant looked completely dead. I mean, this stem that I've already showed you, yeah, that's how dead looked. But then one day, this little guy popped up, and I kind of wish I would have filmed him sooner, but he got rather large before I got around to filming. You can tell that it is keeping its variegation, quite a lot of it. But yeah, I'm just over the moon for a plant to come back after being this dead. Well, like I say, about as close to a miracle as I know. Okay, let's go look at the Monstera. Although it's quite a bit more boring compared to this. Yeah, note to self, do not kill this again. Okay, here's the 2 Monstera with other things. This is a basket plant that I think I'm going to put in the garage sale. Not to really earn any money, but yeah. It's a duplicate. Not a duplicate that I necessarily want, so it can go on the garage sale along with at least 1 aloe, probably 2. I won't show that this video, it's just a aloe vera. Okay, but we have the Monstera, and when we get to about here, yeah, that's the damage from the light. And over here, it is really bad. but the plant seems to be able to survive it, so I think I might leave it alone. Only because this Monstera Deliciosa has shown signs of progressing since it turned on. This leaf, almost immediately, and you might be able to tell from the film, whatever you want to call it, it's not facing the eastern window as much as this one, which was the immediate leaf before it, that did not know the light until it was open and, the light went in, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't know until after it was mature. And then you got, like, this one really showing you where the eastern window is. But yeah. This one facing the ceiling more than anything else. And this one too, just kind of facing the ceiling. But you can see the progression. It's the only one with any character. Aside from the matriarchal leaf. A matriarchal leaf or a patriarchal leaf. So yeah, it's back to progressing. If you've missed, I don't know, other videos and this is the first one you've seen, it's been quite a journey waiting for this progression to start again. Alright, I think I'll call this one a video. I'm anxious for it to get out as late as it is already. So, yeah, like I just said, I'll call it a video and talk to you next time.